Hello, everyone. I wanted to do a quick video to help you folks set up your NADSP account. It's fairly easy to do, but I wanted to go over a couple of other things as well. So what you're seeing on my home screen right now is the main site for the NADSP eBadge Academy. So you can see up here, ebadge.nadsp.org. This is where you will go to sign in to the eBadge Academy. This is our kind of our hub or our host of where you are going to upload all of the work that you have been doing with regard to your eBadge submissions. So answering the prompts, the 1 and 2 question prompts, you will now submit them into the National or the NADSP eBadge Academy. So a couple of things to get you started is that you will see an email sent to your school account. It'll come from NADSP. It's not coming from your college or anything like that. It's coming from NADSP. And what it's going to say is, basically like it's time to set up your account. Click this link, follow this link to get your account set up. The thing about this is you only have 72 hours to do so. So after 72 hours, that link will kind of expire. But don't panic if you don't get it within that time frame. Just let one of your instructors or your DSP coaches know, and they can have that link sent out again. So as you're setting up your NADSP account, it's really important that you follow kind of their directions. And you can see right here, your username should be the same as your email address. So whatever your academic email address is, that is what your username will be. And it must be entered in all lowercase letters, okay? So all lowercase letters. Your password, it's kind of typical as in any password, you have to have one uppercase, at least one number, and then one special kind of characters or, things like an exclamation point or something like that. I always tell everyone, maybe just kind of write your password down somewhere just in case you forget it. If you do forget it, you can go to this forgotten password page and reset it. So not really a big deal. But as you're on the NADSP eBadge Academy site, in order to log in, so you have your account created and you want to log in, you're going to go to the upper right-hand corner and you're just going to click log in. It's going to bring you to this page. It might look a little bit different from your angle just because the account that I have is an admin account, and you'll just pop in your information. The cool thing about this is it usually does save all of your info. Sometimes you have to type your password. So I'm just going to hit log in. And now I'm officially in my NADSP account. Again, it might take you to kind of a different home screen just because you're, not an admin. Okay, so what we are looking at here is what is called the home page. This is kind of where you will see the latest badges that you earn, which I will talk about here soon. But I'm going to take us to the site home. Okay, so your site homepage, which likely probably popped up right away when you logged in, is just kind of that basic information to help you get started. You can see here it's a video guide to getting started in the NADSP eBadge Academy. It's just kind of a little bit more detailed video than what I'm doing. I'm just kind of giving you a quick rundown, but you're more than welcome to obviously click on that if you want to check that out. And then it just kind of goes on again and repeating the information that I just was talking about. Okay, so some of the really important things about the NADSP eBadge Academy is the place that we were just at was the dashboard. So I'm going to go back to that. The dashboard is kind of like your profile setting where you can see, again, the latest badges that you've earned. So for example, I have only earned the Code of Ethics commitment. I can see that right here. As I, go on and try to earn the other badges, they're going to pop up in this little section. The only thing is there will only ever be 10 badges in here. So the 10 most recent badges that you have worked on. So once you hit badge number 11, this Code of Ethics is going to kind of disappear. But don't panic. It doesn't really disappear. It just is out, not showing up in the dashboard area, but it's still there. So I have sometimes students that get a little bit scared about that. Okay, so you can always go here and see kind of your latest badges. I'm going to go back to the site home. A really important part on the site home, and I really encourage you to click on it and save it on your computer, is this NADSP Code of Ethics. So if I click on this right here, you're going to see that it's going to pop up as a PDF. You will be using this pretty much every time you're writing a badge. So I would recommend clicking on it, and then you can download it. So let's just say I wanted to download it on my computer. Again, it might look a little bit different depending on, you know, what style of computer you have, but you're going to download that file and you're going to want to save it. Something that I really encourage you to do is to create an actual folder for your e-badges. So for example, let's say I know, you know, I'm going to be working on badges. I'm going to click Documents, because this is where you're going to want to save your stuff. And I'm going to click New Folder. Right here, I'm going to title the new folder, let's just say e-badges, okay? So that's my folder, e-badges. So create a folder, and then you can just save this PDF right into that folder, right? You don't have to rename it, keep it as that, right? So the cool thing is, let's say I'm working on a badge and I need to pop up that code of ethics, but I don't want to have to go to the website. I'm just going to go to my folder area, and I'm going to find the folder that I just created. So I'm going to go to Documents. Oh, here it is, e-badges. There's my NADSP Code of Ethics. So I can just pull that up right away. So that's quite helpful. Oftentimes I encourage folks to print it as well. I know there's a lot of individuals that like to have a printed copy of that. So keep that handy as you are working on all of your e-badge submissions. One of the areas that you are going to use every time you're going to submit a badge is this catalog. So in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see catalog. If you click that, this is where you can kind of see what is known as the buffet of e-badges, all of the e-badges that you are going to complete at some point. It is very, very important to make sure that you are following the timeline that your instructor has put for the e-badges. So don't just go in here and randomly start clicking on badges and working on them. Make sure you are following the timeline, you know, that your instructors have set for you. You can kind of see right here all of the different badges and the accredited DSP education, which I'll talk about here soon. You folks are only going to be working on the green badges to start, okay? So the green badges are what we're going to be working through. And again, please do not click on them and just start answering and submitting. DSP accredited education hours. You will, at the end of the course, you will get kind of this letter. It's just a PDF letter sent to you. And what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use that letter and submit it to all of these hours. So you can see 25 hours, 10, 50, 75, 100 hours. Basically, this is an area where it's just like recognizing that you have committed to some sort of training for NADSP. Your training in this case is your seat time in your classes. So the classes you're taking count as that kind of extended training. So you will just, it's very easy. You'll submit a letter. Once we're at that point, I can kind of help folks, and I'll do a video on that as well. But you don't have to worry about these badges at the moment. Again, we're only working on the green ones, just trying to kind of go over a couple of other things. Over here on the side, you'll just see kind of a repeat of what you would get up here. You know, my courses are kind of just what you might be working on, things like that. But really, you're not going to use the majority of the content over here. You're going to really just be sticking to the catalog, okay? So that's all you have to do to set up your NADSP account. It's pretty easy. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and we can help you. NADSP is also very, very great at helping out if you do have any questions as well. You can get in touch with them, which, contact them on this. I should say at the bottom of that homepage, I will mention that there are these little PDFs of helpful tips for DSPs. This is a great thing that if you have some time, you can go ahead and kind of look at this. It's just kind of talking about, what everything means in detail, et cetera, et cetera. Talking about how to maybe think about answering badge questions, all of that good stuff. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. But once you get that email, please set up that account and go to the site and just kind of follow those steps. All right. Have a good day.